Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai have mercy upon you. All right, the topic this morning is going to be Trump, Canada, Greenland. Why is Trump so vested in having Canada and Greenland? In bringing out these videos, they're based on prophecy, and prophecy that was written by the prophets of the Lord, which is the true servants, and giving what? First, a warning from the Heavenly Father concerning the of end times, mainly end times, right? Because the book, the Bible, the number one book in the world. Why is this the number one book? Because it was what? It was a word that was inspired by the Heavenly Father through the prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So let's get into it. This is the first video here concerning Trump, Greenland, and Canada will be the topic.
U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is now saying, again, he wants the U.S. to buy Greenland. Slight problem, though. Greenland's prime minister says it's not for sale, and it never will be. This isn't the first time Trump has expressed interest in securing Greenland for the U.S. In his first term, he wanted to buy it from Denmark. Trump has already...
Denmark is part of the what is it, NATO? Let's see. Denmark. I know I looked it up earlier. Let's see something right quick, y'all. This is why I say she said buy from Denmark, because what made me go into this lesson, I was watching the video that Apostle Gabar was doing a response from Apostle Tahar. So this would inspire me to do this video here. So what I think I left a comment on the page too concerning. I looked it up and then let me see. Hold up. Okay, I know what to do. Right quick. Let me Google this right quick. Is Greenland part of NATO?
According to Wikipedia, the country's status was changed to an overseas country and territory, October, associated with the EU, a dependent territory that has a special relationship with a member state of the EU. However, Greenland remains a part of the Council of Europe and NATO as part of Denmark.
There it is. This is why she said what she said concerning Denmark, buying it from Denmark. Right? Let's back it up a little bit. Let's hit play again.
Greenland for the U.S. In his first term, he wanted to buy it from Denmark. Trump has already suggested Canada become the 51st state of the U.S. He has also threatened to take over the Panama Canal.
There it is. That's the first video. So let's get into some reasons. Let these people talk. She looked like a native of the next video is going to be Trump wants to buy my country, Greenland. She looks like a native. She could be an Israelite. Well, let's hear what she got to say.
Trump wants to buy my country, Greenland, Galactic Nunat. And you are most likely thinking, what accused thoughts on this? First of all, I want to say Happy New Year! Since this is my first video in 2025. I am keeping my Q's Greenland channel as apolitical as possible, so I won't get into this subject in details. I strongly believe in Greenland's independence. To achieve this, we must expand our collaborations and establish business relationships with countries beyond Denmark. We Greenlanders,
see, beyond Denmark. Why? Because Denmark probably don't give a damn concerning whether Trump wanted it or not. Yeah, you can have it. This is why the big what they say. See, these natives here. You can tell all these. Look at them natives right there of Greenland. This is possibly these could be Israelites right here. So let's hear it on out. Now it's short. All of them short.
Lastly, deserve to be independent, and I hope we will strengthen our connections with our fellow Inuit in Canada and Alaska significantly more in the near future. Life is amazing. Greenland is amazing. Tutsiane. Dekos!
And you see, she spoke on Canada. Why? Let's see. Let's get a little further. Here with Trump. Let's hit Trump. Trump threatens Canada with what? With economic. You see, she spoke. She spoke on Canada. Let's see what Trump got to say about Canada in the process of her speaking on Canada.
Economic force, because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like. And it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. But here's the problem with Canada. So many friends up there. I love the Canadian people. They're great. But we're spending hundreds of billions a year to protect it. We're spending hundreds of billions.
Okay, you say that they spending. Let me get a drink of water. Excuse me, y'all. Trump said that he's spending hundreds of billions. I think. Well, I don't think. I know. He said that the hundreds of billion, meaning that it was 250 billion, yearly dealing with Canada, but they have the bureau, the U.S. Bureau of Economic and Analysis says that it was $40.6 billion. So hey, either way, it's still what billions of dollars. So I mean, this is to my trade, and most of this here. Trump trying to obtain these places deal with what? The tariff, meaning the percentage of what these countries are charging the U.S. basis what they're charging them. So Trump claimed that the percentage of what the U.S. is charging them is not fair. In other words, I'm just using an example. It say that they are charging Canada 10% and Canada is charging them 25% or 40% or whatever. That's what he's saying is a landslide when it comes to that portion of what? Trading. But hey, shouldn't it be what's being traded concerning what's the value of what? If you trading oil, then you trading some wood, the difference of the trade can't be the same no way because of the product you're selling. I mean, you could be just sending some iron over there or whatever. The percentage difference, it should vary anyway concerning what you're trading. So hey, who am I? But make more sense. Let's go.
Billions a year to take care of Canada. We lose in trade deficits. We're losing massive. We don't need their cars. They make 20% of our cars. We don't need that. I'd rather make them in Detroit. We don't need the cars. We don't need their lumber. We have massive fields of lumber. We don't need their lumber. We have to unrestrict them because stupid people put, restrictions on, but I can do that with an executive order. We don't need anything they have. We don't need their dairy products. We have more than they have. We don't need.
Now let me say this. America has the worst foods. He said you don't need their dairy products or none of their products concerning agriculture, food, and water, whatever. I mean, Canada is a West country, but American has what? They have the worst food, man. GMOs, plastic and everything. They have really destroyed this place. But as a whole, the West period is not in the same standings of most countries when it comes to outside of the West when it comes to having getting proper nutrition from vegetables and fruits. And because why? Because these people had to destroy the world, man. Starting with who? America. These proud, all of them proud. So this is why they're coming. This is why they're back and forth with one another, because these are Edomites, and they all are proud, and they're gonna come, and their problem is gonna be in the end, which is gonna be their detriment.
Anything. So why are we losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada? Why are we supporting a country $200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state.
They should be a state. He says that he gonna make Canada being the 51st state of America. Hey, let's look at this little cartoon they got here. I think was this concerns Greenland. Trump wants Greenland. Let's see what I found it very interesting. Listen to this here.
And the next way we're going to make Greenland green again is by keeping an eye on Russia. We have the best tanks, the best planes. No one can do it better than us. And finally, we Americans love all the nature. And the oil. Oh yeah, and the oil.
There it is. They love the nature, love the oil. Yeah, they love what? Destroying the nature. They have not only just destroyed the food and the vegetables and the things that we eat. They destroying actually destroying the earth. The water, the animals that's in the seas. They throwing garbage in the sea, all this plastic in the sea. Nothing is healthy, man. Nothing, because they don't know how to dispose of things that need to be disposed in a proper manner. The proper way to dispose of a lot of things when it got mass trash or what, it's burning it. I mean, that's just common sense. You got to be a genius to figure that out. Anything burn, and anything that you burn with a hot or enough degree is going to turn to ashes. So that shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is that these people create problems for what? So we can stay sick, keep running up in them hospitals, paying them all them hundreds and thousands of dollars, some even millions of dollars for what? For sickness that we really shouldn't even have. So this is the last one here, right? The last video on this little section right here. I got another one I'm gonna go into. Then I'm gonna go into the lesson. It says, why is Trump so interested in Greenland? Now this one's gonna go into a little more detail concerning Greenland in Canada.
Why is Trump so interested in Greenland?
Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes.
Here are some reasons why. First, Greenland's strategic location in the Arctic offers unparalleled access to global trade routes, opening up new economic opportunities.
Global trade routes. Global trade routes. This is why he's trying to get Greenland. Trade routes. Remember that. Trade routes are opening up new economic opportunities.
Second, the historic U.S. military base, Camp Century, built during the Cold War, shows Greenland's long-term military value. Its proximity to Russia offers crucial surveillance and defense advantages.
Crucial surveillance and defense advantages concerning Russia. If Russia's gonna come, so what they say, right? If Russia gonna come, they're gonna come through Greenland. This is another reason why Trump is trying to obtain and Greenland, and also resources.
Finally, Greenland's vast natural resources,
See that? Vast natural resources, which is what?
from rare minerals to oil, make it an economic gold.
Rare minerals to all. There's always a hidden agenda, but being that we have social media now, a lot of the things that they normally will hide from us and won't talk about, they're being put out on the network, which is the same manner that the prophets are putting out this truth concerning the Lord and prophecy, because that's what's more important than prophecy. Nothing, because all things that exist that are taking place here on earth, it's prophecy. It's been spoken of. It's not going to go in detail concerning the name, because these Edomites have changed all the names of just about of the people and of the lands. So there's always going to be confusion when Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has his hands on a portion of controlling the names of people in civilization. So they're going to change it to what? Because they don't want to be known. They'd have been everybody but Esau. The so-called white man, they've been everybody but Esau. And we know that the so-called white man is Esau. So let's hit this lid on out here again.
Gold mine. For Trump, it's not just land. It's a powerful investment for the future.
A powerful investment for the future. Let's hear this one more time. Let's hear this again, right?
Why is Trump so interested in Greenland?
But we need Greenland for national security purposes.
Here are some reasons why. First, Greenland's strategic location in the Arctic offers unparalleled access to global trade routes, opening up new economic opportunities. Second, the historic U.S. military base, Camp Century, built during the Cold War, shows Greenland's long-term military value. Its proximity to Russia offers crucial surveillance and defense advantages. Finally, Greenland's vast natural resources, from rare minerals to oil, make it an economic gold mine. For Trump, it's not just land. It's a powerful investment for the future. Why is Trump so interested in...
There we go. So now let's let me Google something right quick, y'all. I need to get up here for a minute. This is the last video I'm gonna do right here. I think I saved it on this thing right here. It's on my phone. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. No, I didn't do it. I don't want to speak to it. Let's see. I'm gonna type it in. Let's see. Let's see something. Let's see what it come up right there. There we go. This is what I want right here. One second. I know they're gonna come with that. Let the commercial play, y'all. Let me back it up a little bit. Here we go. They did it again. Let's get through the commercials here. Can't stop them. You got to let them play it on out. This is gonna go into, let's see something. Oh, it went straight to it.
So we'll see how we move forward. I think we had answers or ways to progress.
They are committed to share our message
Let me start this over. Okay, this is a
of willingness to engage.
where Trump. The name of this is a CBC News, right? How Trump has shaken up the Canadian political landscape after only 1 month. So Trump must have been where Trump was visiting. They had they're gonna talk about it. They'll talk about it.
It was a very positive conversation. So we'll see how we move forward. I think we had answers or ways to progress.
They committed to share our...
They say premiers meet with what? Meet with senior White House officials to make their what? Their case against tariffs. So they had a meeting. Again, premiers what? Met with senior White House official to make their case against tariffs. So this is what they're doing. So in other words, the numbers that, again, the number that Trump was screaming out was over $250 billion dollars yearly when dealing with Canada. That's just Canada alone. But they did their own investigation in the U.S. Bureau of Economic what is it? Analysis says what? There was $40.6 billion. You know, so hey, let's head on out.
Our message of willingness to engage and to work on key areas of agreement, and that Canada would never be the 51st state.
The country's premiers put forward a united front.
He said Canada would never be the 51st state to America.
During their visit to Washington last week, making their case with U.S. officials against Trump's tariff threats. Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc also met with Trump's Commerce Secretary nominee, Howard Lutnick. So is Canada making any progress on negotiations? Let's bring in our Sunday Scrum. Catherine Levesque is a parliamentary reporter for the National Post in Ottawa. Emily Nicolas, a columnist for Le Devoir in Montreal. And
let's get through this here, y'all. Let me get through this here. Let's see something here. It's about 18 minutes. I just wanted the portion of, there we go, of Canada, Prime Minister and them speaking on the issues with Trump in Canada.
Not be a target if we did not get along and and were friendly with the Americans so well. Okay. And I think that's the paradigm shift that we need to...
It says White House says 25% steel tariff would stack on top of what? Impending 25% tariff on Canadian goods.
To do in the next couple of weeks and months.
You know, before the tariff threats, we were talking about a carbon tax election. But now with these threats, I have to concede I've had to reflect.
Okay, Conservative party leader holds Canada first event on the 60th anniversary of Flag Day. So in other words, I think this guy's a politician right here, and you know how they do. You know how they do. They ain't no different. This is where this Canada. This is the West, and they do the same thing over there than they do over here when it's concerning telling the lies. But no one is a bigger liar than the U.S. Right? They are the worst of the worst. Right? They're the big dog on the block. They the only one that actually make treaties with everyone, and they break every one of them. Most of the politicians that are up from the other countries, they wouldn't dare make a treaty with America and then turn around and break the treaty. The America's the only one that does that.
On whether...
Oh, I forgot about Israel. They do it too, right? Because they're the two. Israel, they are the house of the chief house of what? Or Esau, Edom, Amalek. So no, that's why they always trying to protect. That's why they all try to protect the land of Jerusalem. But the people in there does not make the land of who or what they are. Jerusalem is a people before a place, and the people and the world is very aware. The world is aware of now, since all of the evidence that has been coming out in the last couple of years concerning us being for decades, but through social media, even what's his name is with Trump. This says the guy's name. We know. Shit. It don't matter. Anyway, then you got the president in Russia, showing the artifacts concerning the true Israelites, the children of Israel, the prophets, right? These things have been rampant, especially in the last 2 years. Let's hear them on out so I can get into the lesson.
It is a top of mind issue. And after much reflection, I have concluded that the carbon tax will be an even bigger issue in the coming election than we thought.
Pierre Poilievre speaking at a Conservative Party rally in Ottawa yesterday, responding to media coverage suggesting this looming trade war with Donald Trump is derailing his party's messaging. What does all this mean for the federal election on the horizon? At some point, let's bring back our Sunday Scrum. Kathleen Levesque, a parliamentary reporter with the National Post. She's in Ottawa. I believe she was at that rally yesterday, so we'll get the inside scoop from her.
All right, yeah, let me get this guy here to tear in here. Then we'll go into this lesson. I won't really trying to get all that talk concerning politics. This guy right here. Let's his weird joker here out.
Has really changed. He was at the game apparently. He must have heard the boos towards the national anthem. Seen the rise in patriotism. Clearly, he's dropped the Canada is broken message from his speech rhetoric. In fact, the Liberals are now weaponizing that in ads, which is quite a striking thing to see them doing. Yeah. So he, I did when I heard his response about retaliation and pushing the idea in the States that it'll cost more. It's not. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt them. I'm not hearing a whole lot of difference between them and the Liberals.
No, and that is the problem on this issue, right? That there's only so many different ways to distinguish yourself. So it comes down to, do you buy that this person can actually do it? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Kathleen, Emily, Jason, nice to see all of you.
All right, y'all. Let's let me need the Canada guy on here. Where you at? There you go. Premier of what? Of British Columbia. All right. Let's go into the lesson here. I'm gonna start at Habakkuk 2. I'm gonna start at the top. I'm gonna go down to verse 5. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved, meaning rebuked or correct, right? Correction. What I really want to go into is verse 5, but know that the reason the prophets are here is to prophesy and give the true understanding of the scriptures, because for many centuries the scriptures, the Bible has been claimed to be rewritten by many Edomites, concerning them bringing their version of the Bible out. But there's only one true version of the scriptures, which is the 1611 Bible, which is King James orchestrated, because King James was an Israelite. So let's go to verse 5. Esau, Edom, they always been proud as hell, and these are a bunch of Edomites, and they're all proud. They're all of the same origin. They're all of Edomites, which is Esau, Edom. And the word Esau goes into he's wasted away. He's the red man. He's that red dragon, man. Right? That's the confusion that Esau, Edom push out, and he uses out everyone to push out these philosophies and the things to confuse the people concerning, first off, who he is, because Esau, Edom is being what the devil is hidden. The devil of the earth, he's amongst the people. So verse 5 of Habakkuk 2 and 5. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine. By what? Which goes into what? First, the philosophies. First, right? And what? Policies and what? Ideals. Because For one thing about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's what? He's very crafty and tricky, and he's what? There's no truth in him. You know, he can never hold stand on his word and be part of in other words, he can't when he say something, you can look for 9 times out of 10, you can look for him to break whatever it is, the treaty or whatever he's doing. And damn, y'all, excuse me, someone. Okay, now I'm good. Had something going on right here. Again, ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his what? His desire as hell. See, look at Trump. He every damn well. He wants in it. He think he can now since these Edomites, he's going into what other Edomites territory and telling them that what I want Canada. Like the whole nation of the Canada of people supposed to just say, okay, Trump, you know, whatever. But this is what prophecy is spoken concerning in Revelation, Revelation 16. I'm not going to go there right now, but I mean 17, I'm sorry, 17, 16, concerning the 10 horns. The 10 horns, which is what? European Union, which thou hast saw upon the beast, shall what? They shall hate the whore. You know, this European Union goes into European Union / what? NATO. They're what? They're one in the same hand of what? Of allies that are going to turn on America. And Trump is doing a fabulous job. DJ Trump, should I say, is doing a fabulous job in what? In making prophecy coming to a fold of what we've been prophesying for decades. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. All these Edomites are proud, man. All of them proud. So this is what their proudness is going to be. Is going to be a large portion of them getting what they're going to get. Neither keep it at home. All these devils are always taking something. You know how many times they have been over in the so-called Middle East, taking resources and just ravishing and slaughtering people at will. You know, so now the Heavenly Father then got them what? Got them turned up, and got them what? Got them on one another. What that is? Ezekiel 38. The Heavenly Father got them coming up against one another, because the scripture is very clear concerning Ezekiel 38, which says, and I will what? Return thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Of who? Of the other nations. All these nations, especially the Western nations, and he's going to force them to do what? Do his will. This is what we are seeing on a large scale to what? Taking place. That people are confused. Man, I thought they was part of. I thought they was this and that. You know, people right in our backyard. I'm gonna say our because what? I live over here in America too. Right now, but I'm not part of what? Of this. I'm just part of the Great Awakening and spreading the truth concerning prophecy and the Lord getting ready to visit the earth. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. They love destroying people. They love blood. They love put people to death. And is what? And is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Why? Because the Edomites, they have control of the whole earth. The Edomites, the so-called white man, has control of the whole earth. And they still not satisfied. They're not satisfied. Now they want what? They want what the others Edomites have. And again, DJ Trump is doing a good job in what? In unfolding prophecy right before our eyes. for them that have what? Have ears to hear and have wisdom to understand concerning the truth, concerning the scriptures. Cannot be satisfied, but what? But gathereth unto him all nations. All nations, and heapeth unto him all people. What land is more diverse than America? No one. Any nationality of people you name, there what? There is a vast number of them over here in America, man. Right, quick, let's go to boy, I can't hit this precept here enough. You can't hit this precept here enough here, man. Which is Micah. You can't hit this precept here enough. What's going on in the last days? Micah 2:2, right? And they what? Cover fields and taketh them by violence. Now they're what? They're in the process of what? Coming up and taking from what? From one another. Because the American U.S. or should I say, U.S. is what? They're trying to take from their allies, which is the European Union / NATO members, and they covered fields and take them by violence with what? With their military. They all have a what? A vast military for what? For fighting and taking things that don't belong to them in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house. So now they're oppressing one another. They're oppressing one another for what? For goods and services, and not the greed and what? The greed and then what? Then poured over in their own backyard. They took it. So what is it? Africa, Russia, and China. They didn't gather themselves in together and trying to protect themselves from the Western Edomites. So now they're coming up against one another, which is a beautiful thing. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Verse 6 of Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? All these who? Right quick, let's go to Obadiah. Obadiah 1:7. All these who? All of the other nations, which is, man, where I was? Drop my page, y'all. Excuse me. Man, Habakkuk. Let me get this back right quick. 2. Okay. Read that again. Verse 6 is of Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a what? A parable against him? Who? And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. This is Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy, the European Union / NATO, have what? Have brought thee even to the what? The border. Meaning they're gonna what? They're gonna be war. America is gonna what? It's gonna feel that fire like no other country when it comes to what? Being bombed. Even to the border, the men that were at peace with thee, right? Because they all was part of what? Of the same union, which is part of European Union / NATO, have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding. They all are confused. All of the allies of the European Union and / NATO are confused with what? With Trump's actions and movements against them, because they all was a part of this what is it called? They called NATO goes into North Atlantic Treaty Organization, right? So these are the things that's why they're so confused concerning the way Trump is coming off on them. You know, the greed is turned up. The greed is turned up. Let's read verse 6 again. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and what, a taunting proverb against him, and saying, woe to what, him that increaseth that which is not his. Right? They done went from taking everyone else's resources, so now they're in the process trying to take one another's resources. Starting with America first. By what? By force. Him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? Right? How long till Yahweh Hashem Yahweh comes? And to him that what? Ladeth himself with what? Thick clay. Which mean what? Debt. This is what these meetings are about. And they're what? They're discussing. You know, say Trump has shaken up Canadian political landscape of what? Of only 1 month. And all this consists in has to do with what? With debt. That thick clay goes into debt. In verse 7 of Habakkuk 2 and 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? Their allies, European Union / NATO, they're going to rise up against who? America. The U.S. Because why? The U.S. is what? It's fulfilling prophecy and what? And gathering their what? Their allies against them to so prophecy can unfold right before your eyes. Which means, shall again, verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that they shall bite thee in a weight that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for what? Booties unto them. That means, that goes into what? Booty meaning possession. And I usually go to Zephaniah 1 and 13 and explaining that, you know, we are not, all we doing now is waiting on the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, because we have no fight among these Edomites, because the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahweh still have us in allowing these Edomites to have us in the region, so to where we can't fight against these devils. That wasn't. I didn't mean Ephesians. I meant Zephaniah. That's what I meant. I meant Zephaniah, because Zephaniah goes into. I'm gonna read that again. Or do I want to go in this? Right. It's right back behind Mike. You know, this is something. Again, hold up. Let me take that back. It's right behind Habakkuk, which is what I'm reading. Again, shall they, verse 7 of Habakkuk 2 and 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and await that what shall vex thee, and thou shalt what be for what? Booties unto them? Meaning what? Possession. A possession. Zephaniah 1 and 13. Let's see something here. Yeah. Therefore their what? Their goods shall become a what? A booty. In their houses a what? A desolation. They shall also build houses, but would not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. But the point is concerning the first portion of this sentence, or this precept, which concerning what booty meaning what? Possessions. Therefore what? For goods shall what? Shall come a booty. So That's what that. So all this is about. Just tariffs they gave name concerning goods and services, where they deal with one another concerning ports and imports. So let's go to the meat of it, which is Revelation 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 13. I'm gonna start at verse 13. No, verse 12, 17 and 12, which goes into concerning America, which is going to lead to the European Union / NATO is going to come up against what? The whore, which is what? Which is America. This is Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. 10 kings of what? Of the earth, which have received no kingdoms as yet, but receives power as kings 1 hour, like Apostle Gabar say, which is what? That 1 hour which is up with what? The beast. These have one mind, and that one mind goes into what? Into 10 kings. With that one mind goes into, again, I meant to say the New World Order. You know, no matter how much they fight against one another, the New World Order is something that they all is interested in, because the New World Order consists of what? That next beast system. These have one mind, and shall give what? Their power and strength unto the beast. And that beast is what? It's ancient Rome. But those 10 kings, which was now include NATO, which is what? 32 members. So they're going to what? They all are going to come up against the whore, which is America. Verse 14 about Revelation 17 and 14. These shall make a war with the Lamb, and the Lamb, who's the Lamb? The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. And we know that what? Yahweh Shai, who you're equally called Jesus, is going to what? He's going to win. Shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. Huh? And King of kings, which is right here, and King of kings, and what? And they, the elect that are with him are called US / what? Elect. I mean us / which is the elect. They, which the elect, they are with what? Him, called and chosen and what? Faithful. Because can't say it enough. We are faith-based first. We're not what? Fringes and law. The law can't save you. Right? It can only assist in you achieving faith in you what? To the best of your ability, because we're still in captivity. We can't what? We can't be perfect with the laws. We're in captivity. Verse 15 is Revelation 17 and 15. And he said unto me, the waters, which is America, which thou wast sawest, where the whore, who is the whore? America. Sitteth, or what? Are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. That's America. Verse 16, let's go to verse 7 right quick. Let's go to verse 7, which is Revelation 17 and 7, and goes into what? Concerning the mystery of what? Of the woman, which is who? Which is America. Verse 7 of Revelation 17 and 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman. And that mystery of the woman and of the beast, which is what? Which is America, man. Because America, everybody love America. You know, they have that what? That high regard for America, which is what? Which is that whore. And of the beast that carrieth her, which has the what? The 7 heads and what? And 10 horns. And again, Them 10 horns started with what? EU, the European Union, which leads into what? Led into what? NATO. NATO being what? They all are allies. Verse 16 of Revelation 17 and 16. In the 10 horns, European Union / NATO, right now, which what? Has 32 members, which thou sawest. It's more, but the NATO members are what? Are 32. They always include, I'm not making me go over to something else. And 10 horns, which thou what sawest upon the beast, right? And started with what? Ancient Rome, again, then / NATO. These shall, they all is going to what? Hate the whore. And again, that is America. Verse 7, can't say it enough, the mystery of the woman, and that's that mystery concerning who the whore is, which is America. This is why America has that what? The Statue of Liberty of a what? Of a woman sitting in the water, in the water. She sits upon many water. They have what? Air Force bases everywhere. America is that whore. And shall make her what? Desolate. Her who? The U.S. shall make her desolate. How? By nuclear destruction. All of your European Union members and NATO members will what? Attack America, and will what? It's going to blast it to pieces, man. Along with the Yahweh Shah, who you're able to call Jesus, the chariots, and the angels, man. These are the things that are going to, this is what's going to transpire in America, man, that the world fears, right? The elites fear, because most of the world, they're dumbed down and thinking that this place is going to continue for the next 40 and 50 years, and whatever other crap that they feed the people. Make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and what? Burn her with fire. How is she going to burn with fire, y'all? She's going to burn with fire with what? With those ICBM missiles. Verse 17 and 17, Revelation 17. For, read it verbatim, for God has put in their what? In their hearts, meaning their minds, to fulfill His will. His will. And what? To agree, and thanks to who? DJ Trump. And give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall what? Shall be fulfilled. Which is what? Which is prophecy. Verse 18. And the woman, America, U.S., which thou sawest is that great city, which reigned over the kings of the earth. That's America, man. Which reigned over the kings of the earth. So this is what we are watching. And we see that what that DJ Trump is doing. He's forcing the he's doing the Heavenly Father's will, which is allowing prophecy to fulfill and to take its course, and making enemies right in their backyards with the allies of what? Starting with the European Union / NATO. So this is what I've been waiting on, and it's here. So I'm going to say, call halal Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah HaKodesh, Shalom.